Hi, it's Josh Goldberg here. Today I'm talking about victim entitlement. So what is the entitled victim? The entitled victim is someone that experienced something bad in their life. Rather than healing and growing out of this unpleasant situation that they went through, they develop a thinking pattern of something bad happened to me and therefore the world owes me something. As human beings, we can all find ourselves in the position of a victim at times, but as human beings, we have the ability to heal, to grow, to learn things, and to change the way that we see ourselves and to change the way that we see past events. The entitled victim chooses to develop a victimhood status and a victim mindset instead of healing and growing out of what they went through. And today I'm going to give you 3 key signs of the entitled victim so that you can avoid being involved with this type of person, because the entitled victim is certainly a toxic and abusive personality, and they always come to a position where they will hurt someone else in order to validate themselves as the victim. Key sign number 1, the entitled victim cannot hear and accept and be understanding towards someone else's pain or suffering. When the entitled victim hears about someone else's misfortune or their pain or something bad that they went through, the entitled victim almost becomes like competitive, like they just can't accept that someone else is going through suffering and pain, and they will often interject and push their suffering or their victim narrative into the story and the situation of someone else. The entitled victim is also not very empathic, They're not able to provide empathy towards the pain and suffering of someone else, and they are also often emotionally unavailable. Key sign number 2 is both defensive and aggressive behaviors with you. The entitled victim will often use a behavior called projective identification, where they will turn you into someone that you're not in order to validate themselves as the victim. This often results in both defensive and aggressive behaviors, which are obviously contradictory. If a victim is a victim, then how come they're becoming aggressive and provoking and turning you into someone that you're not in order to be able to act defensive and validate themselves as the victim? So this is key sign number 2, is both defensive and aggressive behaviors. Key sign number 3 of the entitled victim is lying, fabricating situations, and propaganda. The entitled victim will often totally fabricate situations that don't even exist in order to paint themselves as the victim. And they can also twist and distort situations that did really happen, but reframe it in a way that certainly makes them out to be the victim in the situation. So this is key sign number 3, lying, fabricating situations, and propaganda. So these were 3 common signs of the entitled victim. If you have any relationships with a personality which has a pattern of these types of behaviors, certainly in your best interest to avoid and disconnect from this person in order to keep your mental health and practice good self-care. If this person that has these 3 behaviors that I mentioned today is your partner, please feel free to reach out for help. Certainly not healthy to be involved with someone like this on an ongoing basis. It can certainly be destructive to your mental health and your energy. Please share this video, subscribe to the channel if you want more of this type of content. Don't forget to like the video, and we look forward to seeing you in future productions.